Bangalore. I am Surya Muthan, Department of Travel and Tourism, St. Albans College, Ernakulam. Today I am going to take about the topic Introduction of Hospitality Industry. Hotel. The term hotel was used by fifth Duke of Devonshire by, to name the lodging house in London in 1760. And hotel is a French word, and it is the hotel meaning is townhouse. And the word hotel is also derived from the hostel, which means a place to stay for travelers. Now we come to the definition. Definition of the hotel. Definition of a hotel. That is, hotel is defined as a place where a bona fide traveler can get food and shelter, provided he is in a position to pay for it, and also he is in a fit condition to receive it. And also, bona fide traveler receiving a fit condition means hotel will provide food and accommodation for the guest on the payment, but the hotel can refuse it by as the traveler is not presentable if he is immoral or drunken, or he is not in a position to pay for it. And alternatively, hotel is also defined as an establishment whose business is to provide food and shelter for the genuine traveler on a chargeable base, and sometimes for recreational facilities also on a chargeable basis. In short, hotel is an establishment that provide food and shelter generally for a short duration of time, and hotel often provide a number of additional facilities such as recreational activities, that is restaurants, coffee shop, swimming pool, banquet halls, and also boardrooms, etc. And in short, for some hotel also refers as home away from home, that is the home for the entertainment for the travelers. Now we go to the major departments of the hotel. Hotels, there are various departments that help in the smooth and efficient working of the hotel. And as these departments work in close liaison with the hotel to operate in a good condition so as to achieve the management objectives and goals. And now we can see what are the major departments of the hotel. And there are four major departments, that is housekeeping department, food and beverage department, food production department, and also the front office department. And these four departments are the operational departments, and are also called as the core departments or core areas of the hotel. As but only in the operational department, there are some secondary departments that help in the working of the hotel. That they are sales and marketing, personal and human resources, accounts and finance, and security and engineering, and the purchase in store. And these all secondary departments also help in the working of the smooth working of the hotels. Now we can go to each departments, that is housekeeping department. Housekeeping department is a department that is responsible for the managing all the guest rooms and maintaining all public areas of the hotels. They are mainly for cleaning. They are mainly for the cleaning of the hotels. And a close liaison between housekeeping and the front office is essential to keep the information about the guest rooms up to date. And in simple words, housekeeping department is the upkeeping of the house. Next we comes to food and beverage service department. Food and beverage department is also main service area oriented and crucial department in the hotel. That is, it renders service of prepared food to the, that is beverages, tobacco in a hospital way to the customers as per their demand. And food and beverage department gives provide a world class uh, food and drink services to the guest. And the services that the food and beverage provide may be coffee, restaurants, then specialty restaurants, banqueting, and room service. Next department becomes to the food production department. Food production department is a well designed closed area with a skillful chefs and all skillful chefs and all necessary equipments, utensils, and tools liable for preparing the food as per the guest order. And this guest order are mainly based on the standard recipes. And it is a skillful production team that prepares food item and the guest orders. It is prepared according to the menu. And at last, and the main core area is the front office department. Front office department is the heart of the hotel, or is the hub of the hotel. And it is the front office department is the most viable department in a hotel, and the focal point of the activity is mainly in the reception. And the front reception is usually the place where the guests come in contact with the hotel, and we can see it is a communication center of the hotel, and also the reception is the first and the last point where the guests come in contact with the staff. The hotel spends a lump sum amount of money to make the hotel front office area in a more luxurious and in a beautiful way. And the front office department also play an important role in the image building of the hotel. And the reception desk includes the front office cashier, information center, and registration desk. And the other section of the front office are telephone operators, then reservation desk, and also business center. And every section in the front office has its own function. Now we come to the classification of hotels. Classification of hotels, that is grouping hotels based on various criteria, is known as classification. So, hotels classification serve the following purpose. Actually, this lends uniformity and sets general standards for a hotel, because and provide an idea regarding the range and type of hotels in the geographical area. And also it acts as a measure to control of the hotel with respect to the quality of service offered by the offered in each category. And also the last one, it helps the tourists to select that hotel that meets their requirement. Now, the classification. You can see what are the classifications in the hotels, and the classifications in the hotels are of several distinct categories to help the prospective guest to identify the type of hotels matching his requirement and also his needs. So we can see the hotels classification. That is first one, size, location classification on the basis of size, classification on the basis of location, the classification on the basis of duration of stay, and on the level of services, ownership, and star classification, alternative accommodation, and also the special hotels. These are the main classifications of the hotels. Out of this, we can learn the main two classifications. First, we can see the classification on the basis of size. The number of hotel rooms in a hotel is also a basis for the classification. This we can see how many numbers are in hotel. It is numbers are there in the hotel. It is also classified as a on the basis of size. So we can see how it is classified. Hotels can be grouped into following categories. First one, small hotels. In India, if the hotels have 25 rooms or less than, are classified as a small hotels. That is example Hotel Alka in New Delhi, and the Oberoi Hotel Oberoi Vanyavilas in Ranthambore are the example for the small type hotels in India. At the same time, while in the developing countries like Europe and America, the hotels with less than 100 rooms are considered as small hotels. And these hotels provide clean and comfortable environment for the guest. Now we can see the next hotels in the basis of size. That is medium hotel. The medium hotel, that is hotels with the 26 and above, that is 26 to 100 rooms, are classified as a medium hotels. And for example, Taj View Hotels and Chola Sheraton Hotels in Chennai. And however, in developed countries, hotels up to 300 rooms are considered as a medium hotels. And about now we come to see the large hotels, that is hotels with 101 room to 300 rooms are regarded as the large hotels. And example, the Imperial New Delhi and also the Park Hotel Kolkata. These are the examples in India. And also, whereas the hotels with the 400 to 600 rooms are termed as large hotels in the developed world. And now next comes to the classification on the basis of size. Next is the very mega hotel. That is, hotels more than 1,000 guest rooms are known as mega hotel. That is, example is MGM Grand Hotel. So we learned the classification on the basis of size. That is, there are four categories. That is, small hotel, medium hotel, large hotel, and mega hotels. Small hotels we have up to 25 rooms or less than rooms are called as small hotels, and in the medium hotels we have up to in the medium hotels we have up to that is 26 to 100 rooms, and in the large hotels we have 101 room to 300 rooms, and in the and whereas in the mega hotel we have more than 1,000 rooms. And next we come to on the classification on the basis of location. Now, next classification, first classification on the basis of size. Second is the classification of the location, and on the location of the hotel is one of the major criteria of the selection of the hotels. That is, the hotel can be located in the heart of the city, or sometimes the outskirt of the city, or in the area like resorts and all, in the area of the natural attractions. So we can see what are the classification of hotels based on the location. That is, first one, downtown hotel, suburb hotel, then airport hotel, resort, motel, and floaters. These are the classification on the basis of location. Now we come to downtown hotel. Downtown hotels are the hotels that are located in the heart of the city, or in the main commercial hub. That is, within a short distance from the business center, shopping areas, and also the public offices. So, downtown hotels is a hotel that is located in the heart of the city, or within the short distance from the business center, shopping areas, and also the other public offices, etc. And the center of the city may not be necessarily be the geographical center, but it refers to the area considered to be the commercial hub of the city. And clientele, and about the clientele, who are the guests in those hotels. That is, they are preferred by businessmen or corporate client, and as they find it is convenient to stay closer to the place near their business activities. And examples of this are Hotel Intercontinental New Delhi and also Hotel Le Méridien Pune are the examples for the downtown hotels. So, in short, the downtown hotels are the hotels that are located in the center of the city and also within a short distance of the business center, shopping areas, and also public offices. Next, we come to the suburb hotels. Suburb hotels are the hotels located in the outskirts of the city. That is, and also they are providing similar facilities. They are providing the equal facilities as the downtown hotels are providing, and these hotels are set in the suburban areas and have the advantage of quieter and also more peaceful areas surroundings. And the duration of the stay of this guest in these hotels may be longer than those of the hotels located in the city, that is downtown hotel. And the clientele, so who all are the guests of the suburb hotels? They are the families or those people who prefer to stay away from the hustle and bustle of the city. And also example of the suburb hotels are Trident Hotel, Goragan, Upal Orchid, New Delhi are the examples of suburban hotels. Now we come to the airport hotels. Airport hotels are the hotels situated in the vicinity or near the airport or any or the other port of the entry, and offering all the services commercial of a commercial hotel. These hotels also provide general patronage by the passengers who need a stopover or on their en route their journey. Next, we comes to motel. Motel is a word motel is formed by the two words, that is motor and hotel, and they are located primarily on the highways and provide uh, modest lodging to their highway travelers. And the activity very much common in these activities very much common in Europe and America, as travelers who were traveling by their own vehicles require a clean and safe accommodation for their night, as well as for as a garage and refilling facilities for their vehicles. And the year 1950, the concept of motels came into existence. And in Kerala, it's very famous as a motel Ara. Next, we comes to the floaters. Floaters are as the name suggests, this type of lodging property are the that floats on the surface of the water, river, big lakes, seas, and are ideal place for such hotels. For examples of these are the cruise ships, and they provide luxurious accommodations along with the food and uh, beverage facilities. And main examples are the cruise ships. And next we come to the bottles. Bottles are the houseboat. Preferred uh, houseboat hotel is referred as bottle, and they offer small and luxurious accommodation to the travelers in the midst of the lakes and rivers and or the any waterways. An example, the houseboat are the Dal Lake in that is Shikara in Singapore, Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir, and also and also the Ketuvellams of Kerala are some of the examples of the bottles in India. Next classification on the basis of location are the rotels. Rotels, the hotels which rotate on the wheels, are called the rotels, and it is also called as motel on wheels. And the best examples of rotel in India is the Palace on Wheels. It is a luxurious train, fully air conditioned, well furnished, with an attached restaurant and bar, and the fare is inclusive in the train tickets and the train tickets, food and alcoholic beverages, and sightseeing. And this train starts in Delhi and covers the tourist places of Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and including Taj Mahal, Agra, and Rajasthan. So we came to the end that we have based on the classification, we have based on different classification, we have studied two classification based on the classification based on the size, and classification based on the location. Classification based on the size includes that is small hotels, medium hotels, large hotels, and mega hotels. And classification based on the location includes downtown hotels, suburb hotels, airport hotels, then floaters, motels, rotels, and bottles. These are the main classification on the basis of the location. That's all. Thank you.